Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, back at the work over the last couple of days. We had a fantastic break around Christmas. Great to have a few days off and enjoy some family time, and a little bit of a break is always nice because it's always quite busy in the latter number of months of the year, and feeding cattle and getting all that kind of stuff done. And then it's nice to have a wee break around Christmas. Kind of recharges the batteries and you're ready to go again in January and get back at it, and that's what we've been doing. We did a few small jobs. Where I mentioned last week that in last week's video that we were working on the Silage trailer, the one that we painted, and we were working at that last week, just a few hours here and there. Back at it again yesterday, a wee bit over the weekend yesterday, just whenever we had a bit of spare time, and finished it off then yesterday obviously. So it's getting its maiden run today. We're going to pick up a load of feed potatoes. So what I intend to do is hopefully get the drone up, get a wee bit of footage of loading the potatoes. You'll get a wee bit of a look at the trailer, and then when I get back to the yard we'll tip the potatoes out and we'll do a walk around the trailer. I'll show you what we've done to it, some of the modifications we've done to it, and go through all that stuff. So yeah, you'll get a nice look at the trailer in this video and see how it turned out. I think we're very happy with how it's turned out. It looks well. We made a few modifications to it, but yeah, I'll let you see it first, and then we'll go through it all towards the end of the video or later on in the video. So yeah, let's get up here and we'll get the potatoes into it. Alright, so we're going to change to a voiceover in this part of the video. We are up collecting feed potatoes in Donal and Leonard Butler's yard here in Toho. Donal and Leonard grow potatoes, obviously. They also grow crops. So, yeah, they very kindly allowed me to take a bit of drone footage. They had some of the tractors out in the yard and allowed me to take the drone footage of the tractors and all. So, big thank you to them for letting me do that. Yeah, we're buying feed potatoes of Donal and Leonard for, must be 15 years, I'd say at least, maybe even more than that. So yeah, we're long-time customers of theirs, and yeah, to run a fine operation up there in Toho. It's Leonard here driving the teleporter, an expert at filling the boxes into the trailer with the box tipper. Great man on the job. He rarely ever spills any, and if he does, it's usually someone else's fault anyway. But yeah, no, good man, only joking, good man on the job, and he's going well here now and filling the trailer. You've had a couple of looks at the trailer now at this stage, so we will talk a little bit more about the trailer and some of the things we've done to it later in the video, but really happy with how it has turned out. Yeah, as I say, Donal and Leonard, the run fleet of Masseys and John Deeres. They used to have more John Deeres, but they've moved over to the Masseys over the last number of years, and they've some lovely Masseys. The one in the middle here was their father's tractor, I do believe. It's a lovely older Massey. I think is it a 3120 or something like that, but it's a really nice older Massey. And then they have two fresher Masseys here then either side of it. The one on the left is the newest one, I do believe, and it's a really nice looking tractor. I think it's a 7720, but or 7720S. But yeah, it's a lovely tractor, big tractor, and it does a lot of the work. They also have a 6820 here, and an Amazon trail sprayer as well, which was in the shed. They pulled it out just to get the teleporter out, and very kindly allowed me then to take a bit of footage of around the machinery. So yeah, nice to be able to see a few bits of gear on the farm that we're getting the feed potatoes of. This is the last box that he was putting in, tipping it in, and yeah, no spuds spilt. Good job, well done. And yeah, another few ton home and feed for the cattle. Alright, so we got back okay last night. It was dark by the time we got back, so wasn't much point in putting the drone up at that stage because you wouldn't see much. So we're going to get this trailer load of potatoes tipped out, and then we're going to have a wee look around the trailer and just see what modifications we've done to it.
Fill me out with your smile, now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame, I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down, 'cause with you I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound, 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 I'm safe and sound.
Alright, so you've had a couple of looks at the trailer now at this stage. Let's start right back at the very start, what we've had to do to the trailer. From this trailer was 6 months old, we had a rusting issue with it. Not going to go into all that again, I've mentioned in previous videos. We've had to replace the whole front of the trailer, so basically from this bit of box section here, right down was replaced. The whole floor was replaced, basically from this welded line across here, right down and round to the same point. The far side, all replaced, including all these runners here underneath for that hold the floor in place, so they were all replaced right back. These wings here were replaced as well. Sections of the box section here on each side were also replaced, and this box section here on both sides as well was also replaced. So we had a bit of work to be done to it to get it into good sturdy order, we'll call it, get rid of all the rusted bits, and that's what we done. And we then decided we were going to paint it, and what we done was we went with a red rock red, so it's a deeper red than what was on the trailer originally. The sides we went with black, just something a wee bit different, get away from what was original, and I think you'll agree that that the black looks very well. The other thing that we've done a few modifications on it. We put a panel here up at the back, so it just means that if we're drawing grain, if we are drawing potatoes, whatever it is, you can get a really good load into the trailer now. And before we were using the silage dough and drawing spuds, and there was always a gap at the bottom we had to fill with a couple of bales of straw. Wasn't ideal, and it was just one of them things that we had to do. So the fact now that we have this whole solid door now at the back, it just really closes everything up and has made a really good job of it. The other thing that we're going to do with it for drawing the grain, we're going to get just a big square of perspex and put it into the front of it here, so it'll be clear, you'll be able to see into it, but nothing then can get out through. So that's kind of the thing we want to do there. You'll also see we got some stickers made up for it. So went away from the original stickers. I just got stickers, Cherry 6420 sticker made up, and McShane foam, and I think it really looks well on it. So yeah, bit of advertising as well while we're driving around, and yeah, has made a really nice job on that end of it too. It stands out, pops out very well, the deeper red, and overall very happy. What I had to do was we had to address the lighting situation on the trailer. The lights on the trailer, look, the trailer was 15 years old, 14, 15 years old, whatever it is, and the lighting on it, there were those robo lights, if you know them. They're great light for the time, but at this stage there was corrosion setting in. They were starting to get faded, dull, wasn't running out the light that they should, and wanted to move into the world of LED, bring her up to a more modern standard. And you might remember back in the summertime, I was lucky enough to work with IFM on the 3650. They're a local company here based in County Louth. IFM, they do oils, filters, big into hoses. They mass produce hoses for different manufacturers and that kind of stuff. So they also do lights and stuff for trailers and farm machinery, and they do a whole range of stuff. So back then they supplied me with oil filters, air filters, grease, coolant, all for the 3650. Some hoses, they made them up for me. I'd done a video back at the time, so you can go back and check that out. I'll put a link in the description to it. And also, at the time they said, look, we do all lights and range of lights, so if you're doing anything in the future, give us a shout, we'll see if we can sort you out some lights. And that's what I done. I contacted them, and they were very kind. They said, look, pick some lights from the website, see what you want, and that's what I done. So we look at the lights just looking at the lights I put on, as I said, I wanted to keep it as close to original as I could, so got exactly the same kind of a light that was on it, just in an LED. So lovely little, it's just like a little rubber stock side light, and great light out of that, and it just fits in lovely with the trailer. Simple and exactly what we wanted. On the back, the tail lights that we put on are a little more fancy. There's a lovely side light that goes right around the outside of it, and the indicator moves across. Brake lights on it. You can also wire up reversing lights and all that kind of stuff, so they'll be suitable. You can put them on a lorry or on anything, but lovely light, and really brings her up into the modern time. Also, when I was getting the lights, he said, look, do you want a couple of little flasher strobes, you know, the warning lights? So we got those as well, and put a couple on each side, and they just nice little warning light to stick on it too. The other thing then that we also got was the reflective stickers then that catches the light. So you can see them, just put them just on the top corner, right around here, across and up on the side on the front. And we got some red ones here for the back as well. So they are coming from IFM as well. The red, put a couple of strips here just at the top, a couple here at the back, and a couple of wee small ones here. And there's also a reflector built into the light as well. So actually didn't realise that till I come up behind it the other day with the teleporter, and it all reflected back out of me with the lights the night before last. So yeah, some white reflective stickers on the front as well, and I think it really it finished the trailer off really nicely. They weren't on it originally, but I think they do add to it. So very, very happy with how that's turned out. Big thank you to IFM for supplying that stuff and just finished the trailer off very, very well. If you're looking for any of that kind of stuff, just give them a shout. I'll put a link in the description below to their website. Get them on Instagram as well, IFM. And I'll put a phone number down below as well. Ring them up. The boys in the store will be more than happy to help you out. Tell them what kind of lights you want. There's a whole list on the website of stuff anyway, and they'll be only too happy to sort you out. So, a couple of other things that we done. We changed the hose couplings just for on the trailer brakes, and on the tipping hose as well. Just put new couplings on it. They're on a long time, just said we'd stick a couple of couplings, not that dear on it. We had them here in stock, and also had just that little holder as well. So they were here in the shed, we just popped them onto it. We'd always keep a bit of a selection, that kind of stuff anyway. So that was all put on, and just it means that I think there was a little leak. There's probably a little bit of wear on the coupling here when you're tipping up the trailer. So to change that will do no harm, just gets rid of any little leaks on that. But yeah, that is the trailer. So all that's really left to do now is put the perspex on the front of it, and that's it. It's good to go for the year. We leave the perspex on it then. It'll be handy to have it on it. We used to have a sheet of it's like galvanised sheeting on it, and you couldn't see into it when you'd be filling the silage. So for when the trailer's been used at silage time, to have that clear will be a good addition to it. So yeah, that's just another little added bonus. The other thing that we done too was got the silage door painted, and it's ready to go on when needed. The only thing we have to do to it is we've put a sticker on it, well, this is the inside of the trailer, so the sticker goes on the other side. So we'll stick one sticker just in the centre of it, and yeah, just keep it right the rest of the trailer and make a good job of it. But yeah, very happy with the trailer's all turned out. Delighted with it. Big thank you to Vincey as well. Vincey painted the trailer, shot blasted and painted it. Done a really, really good job on it, so super job, Vincey. Thank you for doing that. And yeah, once again, big thank you to IFM. Delighted with the lights, the marker stickers and the strobe lights, all that stuff. Just delighted. Great to be working with you again on this. So another project done and dusted. Always great when they turn out very well. We have a few more projects in the pipeline. One of them in particular will be starting in the next number of weeks, and it's a pretty big one. It's one that we've been meaning to do for quite a while. I haven't spoken about it on here at all really, I don't think, but there will be a video on it in the next couple of weeks when we get started on it, and it's a pretty exciting one. It's one, as I say, I've been really looking forward to doing for quite a while. So there's going to be a bit of work on it, but it's going to be a good one. That's really it for today's video. Big thank you to Donal and Leonard Butterly for letting me do the bit of videoing up in the yard. Really enjoyed that, and yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the sub button down below, ring the little bell for notifications every time I post a video, and leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you have any questions. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.